Hi, I'm Mark Fox, and I'm here with Product Manager Tim Anderson, and today we're going to talk about Dotzee, which we call our game of chance and choices. The objective of Dotzee is to be the first player to get 10 points. Now, this is a 2 to 6 player game, so lots of people can play it, and let me tell you how you get points. You get points by sliding these dice into scoring positions. And what a scoring position is, and it's printed right around the outside of the game here, it's to slide the rows and columns and even the 2 diagonals into 4 of a kind, 2 pair, a small straight, or a flush, which is all the same color. And so we'll show you from overhead exactly what that looks like. So what we have here is a game that we're showing you already in progress so that we can show you how points are scored. If you look around the outside of the game, you'll see that there's printed on the game the different patterns that you're trying to create on the board. 4 of a kind, here's a 4 of a kind right here with 4s. 2 pair, here's 2 3s and 2 5s for 2 pair. Small straight, here's one coming across right here. And a flush, which is all the same color, and there's one of those right here. You don't score points for what's already there. You score points by sliding the dice into position. So we take out a die, we can talk more about what that is, but as we slide them, we roll it, figure out what it is, and we slide that into position. We just slid this 4 over to create 2 pair. The 4 that we moved also created a new 4 in a row right here, and the 5 that we rolled created another small straight right here and another 2 pair here. That adds up to 4 points on that turn. Let's show you how we start the game.
Okay, now we have the board set up for the start of the game. Should point out that only 5 sides of the dice have numbers on them, or pips as they're called. That we have 1 through 5, and then the 6th side is blank. And so to start the game, all of the die are put on the board with the blank side facing up. Now really, there are only a couple rules. One of them is that you can only play a dice that is on the outside edge of the board, and the second being that if there is a blank die on the outside edge of the board, you must play a blank die. So to start the game, I would take any die on the outside edge, roll it, and then slide it back into the board. I can either put it back where I got it from, or slide it that way, or slide it that way. And once I've put my die back in the board, the play goes to the next player. This game can be played with 2 to 6 players, so the play moves to the next player.
So I would choose another piece, roll it, and I'm going to go ahead and put it right back in the exact same spot.
I take a die, roll it, and I'm going to move it right here.
So if we're watching ahead, we start to see 4s set up here and a possible small straight here.
So obviously the scoring takes a while to develop because players continue to take blank die from the outside, roll them, and put them back into the game board, and the play takes a while to develop. But once the die start to fill in the board with the pips and the number showing, that's when the scoring begins. So we would continue to roll the blank die until the board started to fill up.
Okay, so I've taken a die from right here and I've rolled a 4. In looking at this, I see an opportunity for the first score of the game. I'm going to go ahead and slide this at the end of the row that was made partial by me taking that, and I get 2 pair right here. I score 1 point on my way to 10.
Okay, the game is progressing, and I just want to point out a strategy to the game. Now, there are still blank die on the outside, so I have to pull one, but in determining which one I'm going to pull, I'm going to look at the board and see where I might have an opportunity to score. And so in this scenario, there are a couple places I would pull from. I could pull this blank die and roll it with the hopes of getting a die that would score in this line, or I might pull either one of these to roll and slide to possibly create a scoring combination in this row right here. So I'm going to take this die and roll it and see if I get lucky. And actually I did. I was lucky enough to roll a 2. I'm going to slide it in here, And I've got 2 pair here for 1 point.
And now that it's my turn, I'm looking at how the board is setting up right now, and I see a 3, a 4, and a 5, and I see a 2 right here. I'm going to select this piece because no matter what I roll, I can slide this 2 into a small straight right there, and it's a blank. I play it anyway. I slide it over, and a 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a point for me. I now have 2 points. Okay, now it's my turn, and as I look at the board right now, I'm looking at choosing this piece for 2 reasons. One is that I want to force my opponent to have to play the blank when I push this out. And the second is I'm seeing a scoring opportunity coming my way. And as I slide this 3 over, I'm sliding this into a 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm also sliding this into a 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 2 points. And I'm lucky enough that a 2, 3, 4, 5 is right here. So not only am I scoring 3 points on this turn, but I'm forcing my opponent to have to play that blank on the next turn.
And I want to correct Mark and show the 4th point he scored, which was right here.
Oh, yes. A 2 pair right there. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate playing with an honest player. I appreciate that. So I got lucky enough to score 4 points and force Tim to play the blank. Okay, we have just one more rule to let you know about, and that is that as a player has their turn and they play that turn, the only die that the next player can't choose to roll is that very die that was played on the last turn. So we can't play the same die over and over again unless it happens to be that a blank gets rolled, in which case if it's the only blank, the next player has to play the blank, and that rule would take priority.
Okay, I'm going to roll, and I'm going to slide this down, and I'm going to score a straight right here and a straight right here, which give me points 9 and 10. I'm the first player to 10, and I win the game.
Actually, you know what, buddy? You got 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another straight right there. Nice roll, nice placement, and you win. Congrats.
Dotzee's a really fun game. It's fun to play with 2 people, but I think it's even more fun to play with even more, 5 or 6 people. It's a fairly fast-paced, moving game, and it's just a lot of fun.
Yeah. And you have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.